landmark moment in human history.
Today we're talking about how System Shock is a stunning example of great level design through the use of landmarks and aesthetics, and if you should go grab the demo now and play it yourself before the full game releases. Before we continue, I'm going to be talking about the current demo build at the time of this video is being released, so hopefully my opinion doesn't change in the final release and they don't do some weird updates on the demo that I haven't looked into. But having said all of that, let's dive in. Landmarks. Landmarks are a pillar of good game design. They pique curiosity and interest, draw you further into the space you're blasting through. A reference point to look for and explore from. I don't mind using this as an example, but when John Romero was designing levels for Doom, he developed 8 rules for designing the best and most playable Doom maps possible. They included landmarks. Big shout out to Chubbs Doomer, his video on this is excellent. Creating and adding interesting and recognizable landmarks to games and maps helps players navigate throughout a level more smoothly and intuitively, organic you could say. Rather than just throwing an arrow on the map, Sandy, mapless identifiers make more organic gameplay experiences. Some good examples of this approach in recent memory include Legend of Zelda's central Hyrule Castle in the middle of the world, or the Death Mountain in the background, or Doom's various key design pieces in the classic and new games, such as the Necropolis, which arcs back to Dead Simple in Doom 2016, or the Hub in E1M2 in classic Doom. Though, in essence, landmarks generally don't need to be massive structures or insanely complicated textures. They could be as simple as room lighting distinct from other areas, or shifted elevations, or world features like vending machines or blood splatter. Any of these achieve the same goal as a landmark, creating contrast between you and the scene and the world. All of these come together to draw the player's eye and attention to a specific direction, nudging us to a point or a goal or a clue.
Showdown is locked down the elevators.
Remade by Nightdive Studios. System Shock is a first-person fight to the death in space. We're a hacker.
Turn around! Now!
And we're going up against the mad AI, Shodan.
This is Shodan, the station's AI. She controls just about every system on Citadel Station.
Ooh. Mama Shodan. In the new remake of the classic System Shock, now pegged to launch at the end of May 2023, we're exposed to an excellent use and demonstration of effective landmarking and visual storytelling in the Citadel Station. In System Shock, rather than a mess of icons, arrows, pings, markers, and NPCs pointing you to your goal, System Shock's developers have taken time to painstakingly develop an environment and a narrative through the filter of corpses, lighting, elevation, and even enemy placement, to give the player both awareness and a sense of themselves in the game, an immersive experience. It was not because of the map. In fact, I can tell you right now that you don't even need a map to play this game. I should know, because I am someone with the utmost intelligence, repute, and razor-sharp intuition and intellect. And I didn't need a map. I simply needed to ensure that I experienced the System Shock version in the spirit of which it was intended. Or at least, that's what I keep telling myself in the mirror over and over for the last several hours. You see, dear viewer, because it was not, unfortunately, my personal sense of intellect, self-awareness, or what have you, that was screaming at me in the bathroom mirror this morning. It was my complete stupidity. How did you miss it? How? For you see, dear viewer, with a rough playtime of 2 hours in this demo, I managed to complete System Shock after 5 hours, maybe more. Not because I found every secret, and there are a lot of those. Not because I read all the lore and listened to all the audio tapes, and there is a good helping of those too, which add rich, dark, looming atmosphere to the space station. No, it's because I missed the map or the navigation implant in the first room, on the first level, in the first 5 minutes. How on earth did this happen? Well, as I entered the last room in this immersive, inviting cybernetic world of Mamba Shodan, I got stuck. Like any gamer, I sought support from a YouTube guide, and in this guide I couldn't help but notice that I could only deduce as a map. I looked through the key bindings to find, yes, there is in fact an option to toggle my map on and off, which I tried to no avail. Considering how large and complex this lovely demo is, I figured, it would just be something that I would find later in the game. But also, I was there. I was at the end of the demo, so where on earth is my map? Eventually, I lugged myself across the map many times, finding the much sought after nav module right in the beginning of the whole demo. I'm an idiot. However, whilst stupidity was the cause of my completely unique experience, I took stock of everything that had just happened. I had completed System Shock's demo without a map, which had its own way of providing me some proof of this title's quality and design. System Shock aesthetically is dark, moody, throwing in sci-fi horror tropes like long dark corridors and strange bright techno rubbish on the walls. The station is dark and scary, brutish, and reminds me of a crispy version of Doom 3. The game's visual communication balances immersion and effectiveness, essentially translating the mood but also communicating what you need to do and know about the game to play, balancing immersion and good visual identification. I was able to memorize every hallway, every room, every lock, every system on the medical level. By the way, the medical level is the only one you get on this demo. Each room a landmark to remember and work from, each room unique. This game has something interesting to tell you, and it's going to tell you through the design and nuances of Citadel Station. Like my unique experience, System Shock is going to be something special, like the original back in the day. And by the way, if you want a deep dive on the original, Ruby Ranger and his history of FPS series goes really deep into this topic. I'm going to link his video in the description. The delays of System Shock have only succeeded in increasing the hype. I'm balling up all that hype in my chest right now. The remake so far successfully takes elements found in the original game, like the rejuvenation rooms, door problem-solving locks, and melds it to new modern design, attracting new fans like me, and winking at veterans of the series. Unlike me, I never played the classic, unfortunately. I am looking forward to a cybernetic horror adventure experience. An immersive one, with the attention to detail on display here in this demo. The overall immersion, action, horror, and even the puzzles. I dare say, if this launches in good condition this May, this will be one of the finest immersive sims of the year, if not one of the best we've gotten in a very long time. But this is just my opinion. I really enjoyed the demo, but I'd like to know what you thought. Have you played the demo? What did you think? Let me know in the comments. A quick shout out to my amazing patrons. You are the showdown to my unnamed hacker character, keeping me as sharp as a Resident Evil zombie killing knife. If you'd like to support the channel, feel free to subscribe or become a patron. It really helps me out. Either way, you're here at the end, so thank you for watching. And be sure to comment with the word showdown in the comments to let me know you're here at the end, and I'll heart it. Until next time, everybody, I love you very much. Please take care, rip and tear. Cheers.